Welcome to this Bridgewater Now update. I'm John Luck. It's 2020, but some news did happen during our 2-week holiday break, and we start off at the Academy building where the town councilor for District 6, Bill Wood, made a very surprising announcement at the end of the council meeting on December 17th.
You may have noticed that for the past couple of months, I have asked other councilors to co-sponsor legislative items I've created. When a sponsor is not present, the agenda item cannot move forward, and I believe that everything that I have submitted recently deserves to continue forward. I have been on the council for several years. Now is the right time to take a break, ending my continuous service on the town council. Effective at the end of this meeting, I'm leaving the council. I'm resigning as the town council representative for District 6. I look forward to serving the town again in the future after a personal break. Thank you and good night.
Mr. Wood, as you heard, has been on the council since the former government took effect a few years ago. The other two members of the first group voted in that are still on the council are Tim Fitzgibbons, whose current term ends in 2021, and Peter Columbotus, with his term set to end this year. The term of the now vacancy for District 6 was also set to end later on this year. At the meeting on Tuesday night, the District 6 vacancy will be discussed. A reminder that you can watch the meeting on Channel 22 or on demand anywhere, anytime at btvaccess.com. The fire department here in town received a grant worth just over $2,500. This is the Firefighter Turnout Gear Grant, and it comes from the Executive Office of Public Safety and Security and the Department of Fire Services. With the money, the department can purchase protective hoods and gloves for protection during firefighting duties. Fire Chief Tom Levy said this on his department receiving the grant. This personal protection equipment is vital to ensuring that we are doing all we can to keep our firefighters safe from the long-term and short-term effects of harmful carcinogens and chemicals they are exposed to when responding to a working fire. We are thankful to the Baker-Polito administration, the Executive Office of Public Safety and Security, and the Department of Fire Services for providing us with this important grant. Bridgewater is one of 174 departments here in the Bay State to receive the grant. You may have seen this on our Facebook page over the past few days. An Eagle Scout project was revealed over on Orange Street. This is Jaden Revel's project, which was new signage at the VFW that has the different veteran agencies on it that meet there and when they actually meet. A proclamation was awarded Jaden after the sign was revealed. Before the sign was unveiled, Jaden thanked all those that helped make the project possible. And during the presentation, Council President Dennis Gallagher said members of Jaden's family went there actually a long time ago when it was a school. Again, you can watch the full presentation on the BTV Facebook page. Let's get a check of weather now with Jeff Fowler, and the Wednesday morning commute could be kind of tricky, I'd imagine, with a quick shot of snow followed by some chilly air. Some would say it's actually going to feel like winter here.
Well, John, yes, we may have a few slick spots developing overnight tonight as we have some light to moderate snow moving through the area. That will move out tomorrow. Some much colder air is behind that system. We're talking about highs only near 30 degrees by Thursday. But as quickly as that cold air moves in, warm air is going to replace it. As a matter of fact, we'll have near record warmth by the weekend, with highs jumping up near 60 degrees. If you're looking for more consistent wintry weather, I think there is a chance for a pattern change here over the next couple of weeks. So we'll be monitoring that. The National Weather Service is monitoring the system tonight, though. They do have a winter weather advisory now in effect for Cape Cod, the islands, and also parts of Plymouth and Bristol counties. I do think this will be expanded to the north a bit overnight tonight to include much of eastern Massachusetts as this weather system gets closer to us. It's developing right now across the mid-Atlantic states, and it does have a decent amount of snowfall with it. That area has been expanding as this system has been interacting with a system off to the north. They're starting to phase just a little bit, just enough to give us some of that snowfall overnight. It's snowing right now across, again, parts of the mid-Atlantic. It's a live radar out of Washington, D.C., and you can see some snowfall picking up now, parts of central Virginia. We're just to the north and west of the Capitol Beltway. If you've ever driven down this area, you do know when they get any kind of wintry precipitation down here, it really does slow things down. There's been some bursts of moderate snow moving through parts of central Virginia from Manassas out towards Fredericksburg right now. And again, that is moving off to the north and east. As a matter of fact, as we move the radar here up towards central and eastern Pennsylvania, we'll see that it is also snowing across this area. And this has been expanding off to the north a bit. So that's why I do think we'll have some more aerial coverage right across our area as we go through the overnight tonight. And Futurecast also agrees with that as the snowfall moves in. It may start, by the way, briefly as a little bit of rainfall but there's colder air above us in the atmosphere. So as the precip starts to come down, it's going to pull that cold air with it and change any of this rain quickly over to snowfall. It's a short duration event. It'll be out of here by tomorrow morning, but as it moves through, there could be a burst of some moderate snowfall. How much snow are we talking about? Generally 1 to 3 inches, but in this blue area, we could actually see at least 3 inches, maybe even a few isolated amounts heavier than that, especially as we go towards the water and down towards the Cape and Islands where they're a little closer to the storm system. So heading out to the school bus in the morning bus stop forecast, there could be a few delays. Keep that in mind, but assuming that you get out there on time, you'll have some snow flurries around first thing in the morning and temperatures right around the freezing mark. We do warm up though into the upper 30s and lower 40s by tomorrow afternoon. So it's an 80% chance of snowfall tonight. It is likely, again, the steadiest and heaviest moving in, I'd say, after 10 o'clock tonight. Then we clear out tomorrow. It's generally a mostly cloudy sky. We could actually see a few snow squalls in the afternoon. Keep that in mind. And the highs, again, hovering right around the 40-degree mark. Thursday, though, that's the day we're going to need the extra layers. That's where it should be this time of year, really, for January. But it just hasn't been this cold lately, so we will feel it as temperatures struggle to get above 30 degrees. But they quickly rebound on Friday. We're talking about temperatures back in the mid to upper 40s. And then as another system approaches the weekend, it does bring some showers here, or even some steady rain. But along with that, we have temperatures up near 60 degrees.
We are about a week into the new year. For some, that means 1 week down and keeping your New Year's resolutions. And for others, that resolution has gone way out the window. About 40% of Americans actually make resolutions, but they can be hard to keep. If your resolution has passed you by, make a new one, but if not, researchers at Ohio State University's Wexner Medical Center have some tips. First, make a specific and realistic goal that only goes out 30 days. The simpler and more realistic the goal, the more likely it will be achieved. So that could be important for those financial resolutions or those dietary ones. Break down your big goals into smaller ones. This goes back to that first tip, but if you attempt to achieve your big goal too quickly, you may start to feel defeated and eventually give up on it. Share your resolution with a friend or family member. They can help you keep up with achieving your goal with encouraging texts and calls, and they can also hear your progress as you continue along. And finally, work toward your goal one day at a time. If you fail at your resolution, you can always restart the process. Some very important goals as we continue on through January. Thank you for watching this update. I'm John Luck.